Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So let's talk about a comparison between OneNote, the Microsoft giant ever since, and of course Obsidian, the new kid in the block. So we're going to tackle this idea or topic one section at a time. I'm going to start with overview. So for the first one, of course, OneNote, it has been for almost 2 decades. It's basically the Microsoft note-taking giant, part of the Office suite. Think of it like a digital notebook. It has your sections right there, it has your draw sections, everything as your digital notebook needs. That's OneNote for you. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And now Obsidian, on the other hand, is the new kid on the block. So what's the main difference? The user interface would be the main difference right here. For Obsidian, you're gonna have this view, the graph view as others call it. If you're gonna check on OneNote, your notebooks are gonna be on the left side. Same goes with Obsidian. Your files are gonna be on the left side. However, for those people who like seeing visuals, you're gonna see everything on your notes displayed as a graph. You'll notice there are gonna be lines there. That means those one with the lines are connected in between. For example, this welcome topic is connected with this sample document. This sample document is connected to sample document number 2, meaning each one of them is going to be connected to each other one. I also have these topics right here that aren't connected with everybody. That means there are going to be independent topics. And some people really helps them think, read, and basically memorize when seeing visuals like this. Now let's talk about the functionality. So first, we're going to talk about OneNote. Your notes live in digital notebooks. Basically, think of it as your hard copy notebook, however, it's going to be digital. It's super visual, you can get drop text anywhere in the page, draw with the stylus, add audio, embed files, and more. Let's try this one. I'm going to type here, for example, I'm going to add a page right there, name this one, sample page, like so, and I already have a page, just like that. If I want to insert a stylus on a heading, click it right there. Insert a stylus right here, draw anything out, easy as that. That's going to be the functionality of OneNote. Pretty straightforward, pretty direct. It's going to be easy as that, right? On the other hand, we're talking about Obsidian right now. This is a text-first experience, meaning you're writing everything in markdown. So it's all about clean, plain text. So the magic here is you can create links between notes effortlessly. So I'm going to show you how we do this. I'm going to open OneNote right there. And in here, just by typing this double bracket, it's just going to hyperlink another page or another document within the document I'm typing right now. For example, this welcome letter, I'm going to type right there, sample link, click enter. Now when I go back on the graph, this document is connected to the welcome document. It's going to be easy as that, saving everything all together. So for example, your mind is flooding with thoughts, right? Obsidian is going to be the one for you, linking one document to another. Where in fact, in OneNote, you cannot do that. You can just type everything from 1 up to the number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Meaning there's no hyperlinking and all of these parts. It's just a plain notebook. That's the difference in functionality. How about let's talk about the next one, flexibility. So Obsidian is highly customizable. Starting from coding, you saw earlier. You can also install community plugins. If I full screen this one and check on the settings right there, there's gonna be a lot of things here. Starting from templates. The sync option is gonna be awesome here across all devices. You have your daily notes here, the files, the hotkeys, the core plugins, the one I'm using earlier, and of course the community plugins. If I click on turn on community plugins right there and click on browse, you're gonna have a lot of things going on here. For example, I'm gonna click this one by this creator, OmniSearch. I can easily install this one. Now it's currently installing on my Obsidian. Wait for it to finish, click enable, and now this one is gonna be inside my Obsidian moving forward as a plugin. You can copy the share link, click the options right there, make sure you check on that options. Now for the general, make sure you're updated for these options. Now going back on OneNote, in contrast, it's simpler but less customizable. If I open this one, as I've mentioned earlier, imagine it as your notebook. I can just place that one right there, start from scratch. For example, this is, let me just type that one again. So for example, this is a sample sentence on a notebook. It's going to be easy as that. There's no linking, there's no plugins, there's no hyperlinking, making it extra special. Pretty straightforward. There's also some features here, for example, sticky notes. That's going to be right beside you. Again, it's awesome, straightforward, and just like that. Now for collaboration, here's the big one. Collaboration. So OneNote integrates seamlessly with Microsoft 365. You can share notebooks with your team and do it together real time. For example, this notebook right here, I can share with everyone, especially if they're connected on my Microsoft 365 account. Take note guys, Microsoft 365 is a paid option. Take note about that one. Where in fact, in Obsidian, it is mostly a single player usage, meaning your Vault lives on your local devices. So Vault is gonna be just like a pages in OneNote, a file rather, wherein that's gonna be the cons of Obsidian. You can only use it by yourself. There's no synchronization across other people just yet. So if you're working in teams, OneNote is the one for you. And of course, for the next one, let's talk about AI or artificial intelligence. Remember I mentioned Microsoft 365 integrates in OneNote? That means, as of now, it's slowly, gradually getting AI integrations through Copilot. So Copilot is going to be this one right here. It's going to be an AI for Microsoft. So this one right here is going to be slowly integrating inside OneNote as of now. Where in fact, that's going to be a built-in plugin for OneNote. If we compare that for Obsidian, so anywhere you search here, there won't be any artificial intelligence for Obsidian, meaning no AI for Obsidian. However, there is a workaround for this one. If you want AI in Obsidian, just check on the plugins, the one I showed you earlier. So click on the settings right there, browse for the plugins, type in here AI, or basically Copilot, as you can see right there. Now this one is going to be an AI inside Obsidian. Easy as that. Now second to the last section, we're going to talk about integration. So OneNote integrates beautifully within the whole Microsoft suite. We're talking about Word here. We're talking about Excel. We're talking about Teams and Outlook. You name it. Everything aside the 365, Microsoft is going to be integrating beautifully in OneNote. However, we're talking about Obsidian right now. It doesn't have that much collaboration or integration across other applications. Again, if you're a lone wolf, an IT professional, the best working individually, Obsidian is the one for you. And of course, lastly, the most anticipated part, let's talk about the pricing. So OneNote is free to use. Basically, the base price for this one is free. However, you won't have the options for Microsoft 365 if you're using the base price. So let me just check in here. 365, as you can see right there. This is going to be a paid subscription for OneNote and across all of the suite of Microsoft Excels, Word, PowerPoint, you name it. So this is going to be the pricing for the OneNote exclusively for the Microsoft 365 if you want the collaboration, integration, and the works across all of the Microsoft suites. This is yearly, this is monthly. If we're talking about Obsidian, as you can see, there is no limit. Even the plugins earlier, the AI inside Obsidian, that's free. No sign up required, no strings attached. However, there is an add-on service if you just really want it. For yearly billing, that's going to be $4. Monthly billing, that's going to be it. So what's the big differences? You can sync notes across devices all the way, end-to-end encryption, version history, and the works. Now after everything, the conclusion for me personally is which is better, Obsidian or OneNote? So it depends on your usage, on your goal. Basically, if you want team collaboration, multimedia notes, go for OneNote. But if you're building a personal knowledge system, for example, you're a lone wolf. You work best alone, go for Obsidian. Neither is strictly better, it all depends on how you use it and what's your goal. And that's it.